Today we're making Keto Instant Pot Chili. So we're gonna start with a 1/4 cup of avocado oil, and you can really use any oil you'd like to here. Then I'm gonna turn the Instant Pot on to saute and hit start. Then I'm gonna place in my ground beef. About 2 pounds of ground beef, 2 to 3 pounds. When your hamburger's about 1/3 of the way cooked or so, you can put in your spices. So I'm just using a blend. I really like this Chili 9000 from Penzeys. And you want to add a tablespoon for every pound of meat that you have. And then I have a teaspoon of garlic powder and a teaspoon of Redmond's real salt. Next, I'm going to add my organic tomato paste. And actually, to lower the carb count, you can just add half of the amount. The tomato paste is a place where you can really drop the carb count even lower on this already lower carb chili. So you can even skip this completely because tomato paste is going to have some carbohydrates in it. Alright, then we're going to add in our portobellos. And portobellos is what I've used here as a substitute for the texture of beans. Our onion, our jalapeno, our lupin flakes, and these are AV8 brand lupini flakes. And then we'll stir that all together, but first we're going to add our bone broth. You can use chicken, beef, anything you want. I really like kettle and fire bone broth. And you're going to find links to all these ingredients down in the description. And make sure you also check out the blog post for information on substitutions and modifications, things like that. Then our last ingredient can either be 2 cups of water or additional bone broth if you want a really rich collagen chili. So I'm actually going to go ahead and use bone broth today. So we want some more liquid because these lupini flakes are actually going to rehydrate and they're going to soak up a lot of this water. So we're going to place our Instant Pot lid on so that it's sealed. And then we're going to go ahead and cancel our saute. And we're going to go to pressure cook. And just on normal. And I'm going to go 30 minutes. And then start. So once this is finished, we're going to let it end and naturally release for 20 minutes. Okay, we've let it release naturally for 20 minutes, and so now I'm just going to flip it over to venting. There's not much coming out. We'll just wait for this little pin to drop. There we go. Now we can open it safely. And you can see we've got quite a bit of liquid there at the top. And so what we're going to do is take our half of a teaspoon of xanthan gum and just sprinkle it over. And then stir that in, and that's going to thicken it up for us. So you can add xanthan gum very slowly because it is quite powerful at thickening. So if you decide you want to add a little bit more, add it just a 1/4 teaspoon at a time. So there you have it, our Keto Instant Pot Chili. Easy, delicious, and you can adjust down the water by a cup if you want to make it a little bit less soupy. Otherwise, just make it just like this, and you can add just a little more xanthan gum. You can also turn your Instant Pot over to saute and simmer this for about 30 minutes, and that will also dehydrate some of the water out of the pot. So thanks so much for watching. I'll see you again soon.